say Ashanti Gold match manipulation hofo ya wonmu edie no ye de hon tansa etimi abomu na disciplinary committee of Ghana Football Association etimi edebatu dwa say wo mo ahwehwe nsem no mu a amomu difo entino ye di motu wo mu ye twe wo masan afro Premier League akwakopimu o Division 2 wo manto mu ase emampanifo file appeal na appeal no so etimi aba ehususu anso abetodwa na de kosia ne se appeal no so antentam ema eye appeals committee uphold the decision of the DC into the Division 2 ne de kura na wonumu ebekro na ye buso se Ashanti Gold kwa wokoi ensusu anso ben ene benya awo Ghana football so Division 1 sanso and the Premier League empo decision wa kan bi verdict na eba no nya kwan etimi ahwe na efa na kwan mu ana ni nyina da nkomo a enne ye ba bedi enu achi Ghanaian players ana Ghana fo ade hye a wonu abrochimemu ye omo seso mo hye so mo besi akan edama the Black Stars of Ghana no odwene ho san so mo si akan ewo World Cup ana say so musi akan edemo my Ghana wo ma ho fama broni beka se commitment san ene sitie adadafo binum a wo mo switch wo nationality ebesi akan ma Ghana no orientation be ne de ma wo mo na wo musuban etesen Ghana under 20 AFCON yensi hobi aya wo mo enimro efrija dunson ye from Black Maidens wo mo so sonhye ban edo moso na youth football aden ena eba ne se eno ne nkomo a ye ba bedi ne nanadwi ye personality ye nsatimi aka no owura no open na eya nti unya ne se ya na wo hwe nsem no nyina agu no so na watimi eya no ama baby edo no metwa me ho tiawa na magye aboafo nkrato kanehye no so se eye Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center na chese bema de ohia hoden na dwonsomu nsam sebe ya entimi enko ha odache a ehonomo na ese utimi ko anu achi X natural mineral water wo mu eka ho bi ene esi nkomia anu achi nana clothing wo mu na apamata de kama ye hemi ya meneti o mada roma ene esi nkomia meje nkrato aba ene entra.
A state-of-the-art facility built with your family needs in mind. A medical center positioned for all your fertility problems and other diseases. Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center. Our goal is to help our patients achieve and maintain optimal health. We have fully functional OPD laboratories in all our branches. Do you have problems urinating? Medimosis is the ultimate solution. Our Prostacure X capsules and Prostacure Herbal Tea treat prostate problems. Afromosis capsules gives you maximum performance, and for the ladies, Femacure X capsules solves all your menstrual problems. Locate Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center at Adenta Barrier near the traffic light, Ashaman Ajekojo, Kumasi Ahinima Kokobing, and in Accra Ministries after the Ghana Highways Yard. Call 0244 068 447. We accept National Health Insurance card and all other private insurance card. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, your ultimate solution for prostate problems.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo.
Can I join you guys?
Yeah. Always drink fresh, natural eggs, mineral water.
You still got it.
Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Yamama kwa babiom ede ba dwumadi no so na se dem di kan ede to mu anim no enne owura ba ko a wagidin we seasoned football administrator wa ye adwuma aboabo boku ahodo bebre ewo my Ghana mu san so na national team so no wa ye adwuma aboa e bankrata semu abakwasem ede fa Ghana football emra ne de meje di se wagidin wo mu yie pa na wo ba ha nkrata ekura wura no e kire se nani abre se ba bakwasem na afi emra ye de ye football dia na kire se woni seso owura meka na sem ni din e de Kofi Menu na dodo na afi na the blue boy owura majo
Nje wo so hena
no what is say
mo ye pa o da din
Apumude wo
ho akokora ye ekobi but so
is it what you say
mo ko be 67
oh okay
ma di nchina chere
this guy so gakra wo boto
my life is not about money it's about dini nyame papa di jame no
oh okay
I always believe say nipa wonama fa no kreka
eye adwuma
me father who 1978
okay
October today abusuam ye kan asema they still say kwakumensa ti asema nga asemi we twama ye
we dino no kware kwanso
ahemfie wo ha ne asoma say ye mefre kwakumensa mra bi kura na odi tu okowuram amane abe asemi aba ntino
ohu ba bi o fa
ba bi edun de je so oba okoso adin straight eno bi ni mafa
now se no bi no afa de a ene fa Ashanti Gold asemi se yaka se ye de ye football no to chacha ye de bet match of manipulation ye se efe ni ntimi ntu anamon se afi do mo tu anamon se no anu
danam da ase na me fa kwanya ne mba ha mira ho kakra ifri se anagula Jordan anagula we afini
afi
emfie duni nti na ma me kai no se nsema ekoso GFC se Jordan anagula tiase a
ayo wurei
yes we gidi se nka niam bi wo ha ye tenetena nka be yie pa nyame mfa ne kra ensie yie na abusuafo ma be yakọ
nti wonni hoyi obi ani ho
sisi aka me nko awo kan obi anfa nka ball ye duru sei o se ye ba so
okay
na fe me fa akwanya so awere ho de but nipa na tiase manche arise Ghana for no
nani
esi for no bi ball nani ama na ye in fact me na kasa ade sisi de ye ekofom pa menchi ana on na busuafo na men kan che ne se sa na titi yeso 77 78 79 a champion time near demonstration no only say nyame di ye ho afofi adua na nsamanfo no nti ma eti agba we die ne kakra obi ti se nipa bebre wuye nti no ma eye man ho do nti onya awere chechire
okay
now oka high school asem
se Ghana to anamo eventually
anamo na wutu no
finally
nia ewo nia ba ye nyina mu ni se Bruni ka say you want to play to the gallery
ano ne asene
se se nia manfo e ka no na odi akiri
enye se bia
mra no da ho nipa na fun wo de mra no adi no dabi
ye fa mra ni high school
mra na wo de adi anya correct. First and foremost, there is nowhere in the two decisions. This is the decision of the disciplinary committee.
What printing kuta?
Me Ghana for yam packing can delivered on the 16th of May 2022. The matter happened on the 17th of July 2021. Let me read. Brief fact. On 17th July 2021, Ashanti Gold played Inter-Allies FC in 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League match day 2034 game at the Obuasi Lane Clay Stadium. After the match, there were several reports within the local and international football space that the match was fixed to fulfill a correct score of 5-1 in favor of Ashanti Gold. The match eventually ended in 7-0 against Inter-Allies. So in the first place, even the noise that they made that the match was to end 5-1, it didn't end that way. And it is because there were noise on the local international media. Therefore, you have to go and do something.
And then they play into the gallery.
Gallery. Thank you. Until the 17th July, decision by 16th May, 10 months after. Now, 10 months now, decision by the effect of the decision will take place after the end of this season. I end this year. So you ask yourself, Obi aye bone. We have seen several situations. Obi aye bone, ufi se bone no yade, and it will affect the football arrangement in terms of who is to play in who and what. As I said, the confusion about. Now, in this decision of about how many pages? Say 30 something, or say 20 something, 25 pages. There is nowhere
in the ruling
of the disciplinary committee that incriminated Ashanti Gold as a legal entity, Inter-Allies as a legal entity. So why do you ban them? Who read it through? They talk about betting. And appeals committee, we read it, you understand me. Mwafa nipa say. We are transferring to say betting. Could you establish whether Ash Gold as a club benefited from the betting arrangement?
So Omunya 5-7 goals, which was 3 points.
How did he benefit them?
And only 3 points.
So 3 points, you know.
Meno ka say ohwe wo screen so a match a ye ka ho asem ye eno na ye no entino.
Let me ask you. Own goal, is it a crime in football?
No.
So why the noise?
Sir,
wait, 2006 in Germany, Kufo pass the ball and Italian player what did we do to him? Football munsem mishaps. So if you think that these goals were not correct, referee decision, did they say that the goals were not correct? What was the score line given by the referee's reports? Was it not 7-1? Did he state anywhere in this referee's report to say those goals were not goals? If they were not goals, why did he accept them? But football is not about emotions. It is about law and rules. I've told you that own goal is not a crime in football. So before you can say biasha no own goal, a fixed match, you must prove to a point to say fixed match or fixed year. The corporate body, the legal entity, how did the illegal entity benefit? I'll go Odi first. Inter-Allies, did they come out of the relegation? So what was the benefit? Oh, sorry, I'm out for Ghana for kind headlines. Yeah, they can say the Juventus. In the Juventus issue, it was established that several matches like Juventus there were match manipulation. So every match that they concluded that Juventus won this match based on these factors, he deducted points. At the end of it all, what deducted the points? They left the first division, they came down. So they left the first division to relegation. They didn't just relegate them the way we are doing here. So my question is, Inter-Allies, how did they benefit? Ashgold, how did Ashgold benefit? Was it a decision of the board of directors that we will do this or that? Again, listen, the most serious point of it is that Albert Combi, or a deputy general secretary, deputy CEO and technical director of Ashgold, in all this betting arrangement, he was not involved. So it was not a management decision. There is another director, Achekin. He was not aware. So it was not a board decision. So Ashgold, as a legal entity, had no business in the betting arrangement. You ban Ashgold to second division for Achekin as a director to suffer. If there is a shareholder who is maybe in Germany, he suffers for somebody's crime. And in law, we all know that you must always distinguish between officers of a corporate body and the corporate body itself. Here, as we sit here, Okoye crime, we will not come and hold, they say, XYZ. Even though you are an officer. Now let me go to...
But before Obekono,
yeah.
Ye nkomo ye hyase no o me yeti asese o ye pani.
Yes.
Na o obi a o ka no kre.
Yeah.
O papa ntete a wode ma wo no anu na wudi so.
Yeah.
Umpeska upedin.
Yeah.
What hwe match ni bi?
I'm telling you, say.
I
watched it.
Enti no wo hwe ye no.
Yeah.
Fine. O hwe ye no. Wo hwe a match na hwe ankoso.
I have told you that own goal is not a crime. Samuel Ostekufo passed a ball to Italian goal player. He scored us in the World Cup.
Now,
was it a crime?
Not. Yenya player. Yeah, wabedia dance. Wana nkasa se o na ne ho kura dodo no. Ti no mpeso bobo match ni bi. Na mo watinchen a wotie ongo no hwe ongo.
Yeah.
So watinchen a hwe keeper dia wo ye yo. Watinchen a wotie
when him say ball to me bounce from a goalkeeper.
When you enubia.
How can you say that?
I didn't know what
I am looking at it from the fact to say it bounced from the goalkeeper.
No, Tio.
Wait. It is not what is on the screen. Did you watch Nigeria versus Botswana yesterday? Women's Cup
of Nations.
Goalkeeper saw ball free inside. Was it betting?
No.
Emma was share.
Goalkeeper
Zambia for share.
saw bomu. Emma free.
Yes.
But me person we hear deal with.
What I'm saying is I mentioned it several times.
We be a keeper age na. To be a old boy you talk any.
No, you see, that is what I'm saying. Say you don't use emotions. If Obiashe Ongoa, you must. Then I've asked you, referee, no, what was his
7-0 scoreline?
Did he accept the goals?
He did.
Was there any comment about suspicion about the goals written by the referee?
Not that I know of.
So what he? And the referee is the man in control. He decides whether this is a goal or not a goal. Now let's go into the details.
Okay.
Now, a court appeal. Listen to the appeal committee. Look at page 1, the last paragraph. This appeal. No, listen. First one. The facts leading to these charges are that Ashanti Gold Sporting Club and Inter-Allies FC engaged in a match of convenience when the two clubs played at the Lenkley Stadium on 17 July 2021. That is what you are saying. Okay. So you must be able to establish that there are evidence and conclusion that there was a match fixing between Inter-Allies and Ashgold as legal entities. Now you go for it to say, this appeal is by way of rehearing. So we shall not be following the grounds of the appeal as listed by all the parties in processes filed. We shall review the record and apply the regulations of Ghana Football Association in establishing the guilt or otherwise of the clubs, their players and officers. So you must establish the guilt or otherwise of the clubs. And so you ask yourself, in their conclusion, let me read the conclusion of the appeals committee. Whether they were able to establish the guilt of Ash Gold or
as a legal entity.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, it says, that is page 8. In particular, the CEO of Ashanti Gold had a duty to provide evidence of all the 44 text messages exchanged between him and Emmanuel Ni Amwa between 12 p.m. and 4:57 p.m. when the match was being played. Until there was discussion between two people.
And
yes, there were discussion people from the what you gathered. Now listen, as if you are a committee and you are using a constitution of an association to work, a lawyer for work can say when you are going for equity, you go with clean hands. So you must work within the constitution. Listen here. Are, as a member of the GFA, Mr. Emmanuel Frimpong should have procured all the 21 messages exchanged during the match via SMS with Emmanuel Ni Amwa from his telecommunication company. In the first place, it is factually incorrect. For Emmanuel Frimpong is not a member of the Ghana Football Association.
Emmanuel Frimpong?
Yes.
The deputy CEO?
Yes.
The CEO of
ASGO is not a member of the Ghana Football Association. Go to Article 12. So the committee itself have heard.
Okay.
Let me tell you who are members of the Ghana Football Association. Article 12. Members of GFA shall be the following legal entities.
That's the clubs.
Duly, not only club, duly registered under the Company Act 2019, Act 992. Emmanuel Frimpong, is he a legal entity? So why will you, in your decision that you want to use to punish him, you say that he is a member of the association? Why will you say that? Let me then name the members. 1, Premier League clubs, Women Elite League, Division 1 League clubs, Regional Football Association, Schools and Colleges, Professional Football Association of Ghana, Referees Association of Ghana, Coaches Association of Ghana, Beach Soccer, FUSA, the Security Service Sports Association, Juvenile Clubs Association. These are members of the association. Emmanuel Frimpong is not a member. Okay. So in the first, wait.
These are members by legal entity.
Not by legal. It says members are only legal entities registered under the company code. Emmanuel Frimpong is not a legal entity registered under the company code for you as a lawyer to say that as a member of the association. He's not a member. So you have gotten it wrong completely. Now we go ahead. The next paragraph. It says that indeed, the evidence obtained by the Committee on Mobile Money received by Emmanuel Ni Amwa through his Momo agent from an agent in Obuasi supports the telephone evidence obtained by the investigative team. Then listen to the appeal committee. We are not in this ruling concerned about whether the match was played in a non-competitive manner for betting purpose. Look at that.
Also, more interested.
No. So if you are not interested, how do you incriminate Ash Gold? How do you incriminate Interallies? If you were interested and you were able to establish that the match fixing, a match is fixed for a purpose. So in your ruling, your match fixing allegation has no purpose. So why will you sanction people?
No, yes, na WhatsApp line no, na edase ho no, obetimi a WhatsApp no de wadwenkyere ewo enkomo no nso so etimi aba ebrepem yabejebre na yiri mako ya kan ede amamo na mekaye hwefo se we Xsports profile djumedie na wani tua ya wo hwe ewo TV XY djumedie so Ashanti Gold ban ya DCD mo appeals committee
Now, it continues. Are, what we are seeking from a review of the evidence is to establish whether or not the match was played competitively or not. So if you establish that the match was not played competitively, it was fixed, who benefited? As a committee, you must establish who benefited from that act. If you are not able to establish who benefited from that act, why do you punish somebody who is sitting somewhere and others are doing things to benefit themselves? Now, let's go ahead. Now, page 8, the last paragraph.
Okay.
The regulations of the Ghana Premier League and ancillary regulations all provide for sanctions to be imposed on all the actors involved. I repeat, this was written by the appeals committee. The regulations of the Ghana Premier League and ancillary regulations of regulations all provide for sanctions to be imposed on all the actors involved. Now, listen to the this appeals committee. The actors involved were Dr. Kwaku Frimpong, Mr. Emmanuel Frimpong, all players and technical officers of both clubs who participated in the game, as well as Emmanuel Niama. Was Ashgold involved?
Was Interlice involved?
Was Interlice involved? Then you, lawyers, you bring this and you want Ghanaians to accept. You have established and put there those who were involved in the act. Ashgold was not involved in the act. Interlice was not involved in the act. Why would you punish them? The fact that you are working for somebody does not mean if you go and steal, that person should suffer.
Obama Ashgold. Players, Obama Ashgold.
Yes.
Your officials.
Yes.
Your coaches.
Yes.
Ashgold, a share 7-0.
Yes.
Yeah, they come go so. And a 3 points in so by no. Yeah, they ma Ashgold, Emma on the league log. They climb.
To where?
Where? For example, omo position on Mudi, say at 7 goals to free, at 3 points in the free, they will not be on same position.
Agreed. So, as a committee, a judicial body, what should be your conclusion? Your conclusion should be that all these people who were involved in the acts, in the final analysis, Ashgold benefited because of this, that. And for that reason, Ashgold should suffer.
To inform them.
And Timameka said, Ghana for, we read headlines. I've taken my time to read through all this. There is no way
I incriminate
Ashgold or Interlice.
It's no, near all kind of summit to us here. The session ya be, and can say it's here, and Crawford nipper woman, and your Ashgold as a club or Interlice as
where you will sanction a club. Article 35 that 34 that they quoted. 34. 4 first. Adam. The FA shall hold clubs responsible for the misconduct of their supporters before, during, and after a match. That one is specific. Because in football laws, supporters do not fall under the jurisdictions of the laws of football. The supporter, you can only refer the person to police. You can't call a supporter. That was why when Nia Daku made a comment, a supporter, and they called him to the ethics committee, and lawyers sitting on the ethics committee with this regulation tried him. I told him that he should not go. Because you don't fall. Where you have made an error as a supporter, they hold you. Then you go to the officials. Listen here. Where they quoted, it is here. Article 34, 5A. Are any FA or club official, say all club or player or participant of a match who instigates, commands, counsels, solicits, procures, or in any manner purposely aids, facilitates, encourages, or promotes the playing of a fixed match or a match of convenience involving his club or involving other clubs, the results of which may in one way or the other affect his club, commits a grievous offense, and the offender shall be referred to the disciplinary committee for appropriate sanctions. This is where they charge them. Then you, appeal committee, you come out to say that the people who were involved, I repeat, the actors involved were Dr. Kweku Frimpong, Mr. Emmanuel Frimpong, all players and technical officers of both clubs who participated in the game, as well as Emmanuel Ni Ama.
So the ruling did not capture Ice Gold as an entity
involved
and that of Interlice.
Yes.
Very well.
So, as a committee, a judicial committee, you must be able to tell the whole world that with these people involved in this act, Ice Gold benefited by this way, like Juventus benefited by climbing up to be the leader, the champion. That was why they said Juventus benefited from the acts of its officials. So Juventus as a legal entity should suffer. In this matter, Interlice did not benefit.
No, last
one, this decision has no effect. Now,
was it this decision
has no effect. The communication.
Said the also idea say anymore.
Oh, it has no effect. I'm telling you. This is our constitution that guides the operation of the Ghana Football Association.
Okay.
And we have who is in charge of correspondence, who is the general secretary. And if the general secretary is not available, then yes. And here I can say, Article 144(1)(e). The general, he shall play a consultative role during the meetings of any of the standing committees. If he is unable to attend, he shall designate one of his deputies to attend. Now let's go to correspondence. Article 144(1) S. The general secretary shall sign all documents and letters binding on GFA, except in cases that require approval of the Executive Council and the President's signature. Now, I will not read. Read this letter and tell me who signed. The covering letter. Read it. Short.
Okay, please accept our compliment.
Yes. No, read the heading.
Okay, the decision of the Appeals Committee in re-appeal by Ashanti Gold SC, Interlice, and others.
Who signed?
Secretary for Judicial Bodies.
What is his name?
Nidiama.
Is there any position at the FA as a secretary to judicial bodies? No. So this correspondence informing, yes, is completely wrong. So it nullifies the decision distributed.
So you are saying it made nonsense of
nonsense of this document. Complete. Because the person who signed is unknown. The general secretary who is supposed to sign did not sign. He could only have delegated a deputy general secretary to sign. And at the FA.
And in this case, Utu Ashanti Gold for say
they must go to court and just throw this thing away.
Well, let's just say, Komodo, I had the so court. Oh, now I don't know who
because it's ab initio. The correspondence alone is faulty. How can you sign a document no name?
Well, let's just say,
secretary to judicial body. Where is it in our constitution? In our constitution, you have metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives. Yet we are mayor. When there is no mayor in our constitution, that is how Ghanaians behave. And big politicians, they call Accra metropolitan chief executive mayor. That is what they have done.
Send
we are Ghanaians. Me problem is why people think that I'm controversial is that I stayed in a francophone country for 12 good years, and they respect the laws.
Okay.
They respect the rules. If that title, you don't deserve that title, they will not give it to you. If it doesn't exist, they won't give it to you. No title exists like secretary to judicial bodies at the FA. Then he writes a letter to you and communicate a serious decision like this, and you think this decision must be taken seriously.
Very well. Let's just say, Nkomono ayede, Ashanti Gold, futua Orua Kofi Menu edemamu se, Monko Court. That's idea we yantumu.
Don't quash it.
Let's just say, yebe twam kra. Na matimi Adam ho no ne asemo Orua Kofi Menu eka. Entino yebe close to Ashanti Gold chapter no ewo ha se na yato aso. Yebe di nkomo de afa nationality switch for some Ghanaian players wo ma sese o mo hyebre so mo besi akan e de mo my Ghana. Ebinu mo edi kan bae no o mo suban na etesen. Adisuade be ne efafiri mu orientations be ne de ma wo mu ntra wo mu ebeje wo mu adi se wo ye Ghana for ye be ba no so eno achi ye youth football eno so be di mu nkomo na mom kanasha no so fama me se X natural mineral water wo mu ekura ya sen de dende sika sama famu ene de dwumedi etoamo eno achi Medimosis Clinic and Prostate Center na chese wo bi a wo dwonsom haw na be ma wa ho den wo fom na yenuanom emmanso no fimakio eno nso betimi abodwuma yie e de am madaroma na yatena se na mum ohwe matade e hyeme kama ya na eye nana clothing nana clothing na da ya meka e de kiro sa fashion designers ye won krakrodua mu de o mu ye mienu de di kan eye nana clothing ene o mu aka de minim na nana clothing se menka ncho se ope atade papa hye na sebi ofuru kura so a ye betimi apam atade no mo de agum ya ye hye da hu so ofuso na wo de flat de a ene ne just what wodi entino konana clothing akache na ekopam atade wo kiremu a emema atade atade skirt and top sanso ene kaba ene sliti enu achi enkoda atade de ko abedinto atade de ko wedding atade de ko yie se adwumakuo bi mo pese pam atade mama ni nyina da okona na clothing obe pam na kama edemo enu achi African wear de friend captain ibi oye ho ade pa na clothing se men kan tro se wo ye babunu wo ye youth so oba anabema na ochina bi ope odachi ya bra be sua nsanodwuma yesansa no dwuma no bra no nkyere wade pam na fa bo bra daache na clothing se men kan tro se o masueye ewo dakoman masalachi wo mune power filling station ene di anim hwe ewo eye dakoma masalachi wo se frɛ no ewo 0553 76 78 79 0553 76 78 79 and 0574 51 51 53 0574 51 51 53 nana clothing eye baby a ye pama tade hyewa utwama na nipa na asa atwa nani aba behwe obi madaroma na yesi nkonwa blue
yes afanyi
so wo ho
menta hodi
very well yenhwe anamontu a Ghana Football Association etu na wo try say wode kasade broni say wo convince some players a wo munchi free Ghana no munchi nso free amanhodo so mo besi akan emfama Black Stars sa players here yetu omofo so mesi akan ma Ghana no ebi ni eni wo ha ana ye ni ankasa entimi entity players ema omunya sa enu sa pedigree no ana nsunsuanso no ye o betimi esi akan e de ama ye team no na ejija ye anu nti na efi se World Cup aye kono ye mmomode anu nti na ye patch up players.
In the first place, FIFA manager say any football association or representative team bia you can invite anybody who are Ghanaian and an acquiring citizenship, you know, by birth, by naturalization, by Nema Bebre. You know, once the person decides to avail himself, you know, it's not a crime. FIFA, but what is happening now no, is all along why ye bobo no kono. Sam Ranti, no we say we Ghana for. We have had, is it Quincy who's free? What I say, a whole lot of Agogo and the rest coming play for Ghana.
One Odonko being so bad.
Yes.
David Odonko.
Yes, they came at the time we were playing qualifiers. We were doing this. They made sure, and at that time, Kwesinya and Techi facilitated their switch and all those things. But in this situation, then you go around begging people to come and chop. What type of thing is that?
They're not being.
Are they coming to play any qualifier?
They should.
They should, but they are not coming. From all indications, they are coming to play World Cup. So be and qualify World Cup now in Kawela. In Nike say, Kwesinya and Techi started 2015 to get him to switch.
Into another case in the day.
One switch. There you qualify World Cup no over. 2015. So me media, we yes sir. Woma ye audie bi eba players no emu ba be ku be ho eye ni abe ya be qualify qualifier wetima qualifier ontimi mo obetima abo enti me dey sa discussion no I don't want to go there because this administration of Ghana football no, they think that they do anything anyhow and Ghanaians should accept it.
Oh sir,
yes, whatever they are doing. Why will you be going around begging people to come and play for Ghana? Why?
So much showing.
You need, they say, they say, World Cup quarterfinals.
2010
African record. Did we beg anybody to come and play?
No.
So why will you do that today? Why will you do that today? What the leadership is doing is wrong. And me, Kofi Man, I'll say it. You can tell me that I'm an enemy. We don't do football like that. You are coming to create confusion at our camp. And that confusion, you know, it is the Football Association's representative team, which is the Black Star, that will suffer.
It's Senka, Umankasa,
voluntary. Now, say, our difficulty in switching,
no,
then FA no, facilitate. But this thing moving from house to house, no, then Papa ba, then I say Papa then, na Kwesinya and Techi 2015, no, Pesa Kwadana ba, wa manamba, nedi obedi because he kokata. We made a discussions in what I'm saying is that what is going on now in Ghana football is problematic. Ghana football will collapse completely. I'm telling you. The next topic is about
youth.
Why do you think it is happening that way?
No, it's no. What say? What nationality switch no mon komo bebre na momu no baby a na adweno wo eno eye youth no ye behwe youth no se de esitie na yetimi ato aso now wo hwe Ghana sisi anu under 17 the next under 17 AFCON yenkobi the next under 20 AFCON yentwam ho the next under 17 FIFA World Cup, Yenhu Ghana the next under 17 FIFA under 20 World Cup, Ghana ain't mean kusia nemu oho. And a man also black made in Sienko. Again, easy.
It shows the competence of the leadership. Clear. Go through our football administration up to today from the team or Janon Timer or director of sports they say Flagstaff House and I say for 63 J Cup 65 J Cup by even under military rule under 17 J World Cup is say 2 times under 20 Kwesinya Techi time J World Cup Africa World Cup they say men's World Cup kesian ankasa ye quarter final. That is the African record. IBT. Yasenanya an African a Ghanaian who is the highest goal scorer for World Cup in Africa.
Asamoah.
It all borders on leadership. Asamoah was not brought from the foreign country. We have players here. Now, I also say with our youth, you know, when they make call-ups, you could see, say, these players who are coming because of certain influences. And when you do that,
their background.
Yes, when you
from
do
a specific.
Yes, when you do that, you will not get results. Well, me back room, there was a time and me free at the Cameroon by.
So friend of course.
Yes. Some by because say John Hokakra. There was this issue about Asamoah Gyan and in India Bafo Gyan adding to Niam, you know, elbow born. So I said, Massa, born on your own ball, never say a ball. Titino, Kotoko players 9, no ball. And they say, Black Stars. It's John Satuku if you're the house of folk, 10 players, a ball Nigeria or a ball draw. Intino, a year. Performance. Yes, it was a. Until I gave them examples, say, Kana Big and Oman Big, they were taken from second division by Claude Roy. Kana Big, Nechiba and Oman Big. They were playing together. Once they can deliver, Anyaba never called World Cup 90 quarter finals for the first time African country.
Cameroon.
Yes. But in Ghana now, present administration, some of us during your whole time, we sacrificed our comfort. We almost went to prison because what I saw in Cameroon, I said, how? I didn't tell my young team World Cup. Na Cameroon team World Cup at was about 3-4 times.
Not talent.
Not talent. So I was mad. And then I remember popular Ghana. I was mad. Everyone radio station, blah blah blah. Luckily, the administration at that time they took certain steps. Then in 2009 and the 20 World Cup, the only African country. 2010, they say World Cup quarterfinals, and Ghana football are rising up to that level. And you want Soma at DBSC, no Soma. You take your time, personal interest, put it at the back, especially in your first term. When you see here, let me read at the saving. This a year, listen.
Where then?
CAF decision,
okay,
about the under 17.
Okay,
maybe be a print him in phone so no, must skip Debbie. The Moroccan Football Federation, hearing after the FRMF submitted a protest before match number 52, which was duly signed by both teams' captains and was later followed by a written confirmation of the protest as per the regulations. So, Ghana Football Association Executive Council, they were aware that there was a protest, even before the match.
Yes.
Because open saw a protest before a match, who were protesting on the match commissioners form. Then the two captains of the two teams ever signed. So Ghanaians were aware. Then 24 or 48 hours, you send the written submission. What they call it, they did not respond. So in the end, this is what they established. Oko page 3 of the ruling considered. Oko, they said 4, paragraph 4. Applying the principle described in Article 32 and Article 645, paragraph 5 of disciplinary code, the disciplinary board has absolute discretion regarding proof and can render a decision on the basis of the file in their possession. In this respect, the disciplinary board considers that the evidence provided by PRMF establishes discrepancies in the age of the players in question. 5. In the view of the above, the disciplinary board concludes that the violation of Article 44 of CAF WAFCON regulation as well as Article 135 of CAF Disciplinary Code has been established and that GFA should be sanctioned accordingly. That was what I was talking about, the peace committee decision. You must establish that the body has offended a particular law, and that body must be sanctioned, which was absent in the this. But this is how you
should be captured.
Yes.
And we know so no a distinguished players in everything.
That is right.
Will be answer for.
And see, all establishing way, you know. Then they went to page 4. Decision. CAF disciplinary board decides to suspend both players, ban GFA, impose fine. That is how you do a ruling. Me Kofi Manomiti, I'm not a lawyer.
Very well. Yes. No semi busao.
Yeah.
Say the youth system of Ghana football is here. Over describing it.
What amount for him say that whole system now we deal with academies. Until there are regulations from FIFA. I establish how your academies should be. And once you do that, because it is mandatory say academy boys, you know, what do you want to school? Because you'll be an ball forever in for all those things. But unfortunately, academy system in Ghana, we are not improving on it. If we are not doing that, we must get ourselves involved in the school football activities. And we must get in Kwadano, then we groom them gradually. We'll be able to get there.
Very well. And no any take into no yeba beje ne summary comment abra yeba pj mu namum o messages aba eye kwa bebre na we see a friend na wusu ya o kasa free tafo nhia so was papa ya wo de na best studios wa na dwi de was the lawyer wo entino so man bre na wetimi e kasa na chese ne dia wetimi e de atudwa no was say Ghana Sports no de gin ho gin ho I say ukro bi mu no opre no o gin ho awu entino ono so ne dia wetimi e de abano no was like seriously when we nyina ekoso e wo Ghana football mu e na ye hui ye be ne den momma owura no bi se kwan no mo so fa mo nim de emfa meboa enti no no so ne de no na mo wamfa ni din anka ho mesere se o tro message no a na o de din aka ho kama wase memomo adwo Xsports profile na papai lawyer na nana papa ni lawyer na bebusa no enti no wo be kire mu e de amamo we say wo hwedwme de free awush na orua blue boy de say what de na o de asem first call am pacho di ne bia o kata free
good evening senior
good evening
your friend Desmond asase me kasa fi won chi su bi so
yenti o Desmond
Metia Olmai na in fact Oyobia manage ne ho
onye Olmai o
say badia onatifia bi badia obitma wo me on fancheme na de metre ne say in fact e wom say ye football no badia konenko yi but yen kan ko kakra de asgo de yi eye enye ye football baby adu no ana ye lose interest because of this betting name one year man the worker ever under 17 and under 20 the no cry ye nyina higher but honestly the as good year no ye ni anye ho kra me da wase yankopon nkam
on ka won so ho was it what the yima wo hwedwumedie wo eye wager every wager was it wo hwe matches no a na ohwe clip no ayeyiye no a na je se internalize enso so fumi waye bone intina se favoritism bi disciplinary committee and afi appeals decision no nyina da ase kwan bi so no abua ice gold obetimi afre na wachire wadwene numbers no and wo screen no so no ntino frɛ na chire wadwene was we disappointed papa intino ono so no dia or the abano no was Ashanti Goat and Nafi Inchalize. Bajo, next call, didn't baby or Gaza free?
Bajo Mukasafi Western Regional Team.
Western Region. Axim. Okay, your friend say.
But your friend Gideon, why?
But you ain't see Gideon.
But yeah, Gideon.
Yeah, it's you, Gideon.
Pacha there, I go there, the party, and Yakura. Also, I'm free.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Blue boy, question be about what's any the K Bedu na or heard you made the Afrique Kumasi. Was it football club met me as stay without human beings? Anna on also question about what me ato the man friend actually wajuni me director as signal me say me sorry if you akumya no so na braso nti no see it me epeja mu next caller within the baby okaza free pajo within the baby okaza free okay yabafa course mienu otomu na yafa ne yapeja mu nti no eno nso ho asem no no messages no edoso na message say wo send dia na why na short na fe watimi aka wasam opese woka wase memamadwo na sade niema koso awo Ghana football mu de esi timi original yenim se papa yasam awo kan ne yemfo ana decision disciplinary committee and afi appeals committee e de aba no eno ene yanyi ntumu wase is in a sort of a confusion state into ono so ne dia watimi e de aba no wase papa no ninim de wo soro pa wonim de entinim pa binum sei na ese wo mo akodi Ghana Football Association president na mi musa ne se on previa na ono so ne dia o kan no wase o de abi na school abajo de ne bia o kaza fe okay na je se de o motor time o chiri ho no o ma bia de na tum ti ese bitimi opeja mu bajo wase mo atwato
o ma se atwato na se
ye fa no baako on ice go bono tofa
I go the entire life obi nka se ma ye punish obi wa obe punish obi a dofe mranum na mra no enche no and yes because you think say why bonity no punish na me ma say we
boni bi o
early 70s
boni bi o utimi ye ba mra ni ho atwa so
o din interima in a murder case we are in football a criminal case second degree felony in say you must prove beyond all reasonable doubts and sana wa convicting a murder make lawyer ohinijan early 70s go kun nipa wa kun nipa yenkokunu na yedene ba e de say nkran yedene ba helicopter no be fa no from Kumasi sunwane ba nkran be ba ne be meda no mra bi wo ho ba be say manslaughter say de ba de nti ade nka say your man 15 years am for did they understand but later na me hu say the asem to so obi betima aye bone but it depends on the prosecution the way away and the onus of a lies on the prosecutor in civil cases a wona or the case na but in such criminal cases you must prove beyond all reasonable doubt. Nobody is saying say my am punished what should decisions in year entirely when you have been able to establish people who were involved and you were not able to establish that their involvement and their acts benefited Ash Gold and Inter Allies. Why do you punish Ash Gold and Inter Allies? Then people say, why are you born? Oh yeah, them born.
Fewo, me cha ha na breve tia me kwan na enefie anadwin so no Xsports profile. Aka se adwumadi a yebo abo no edebe sommo ewo ohweti adaka TV XYZ no. Ye de dwumadi na si. Na me musu na me chia empenifo mo dia so, empenifo mo moda so. Empenifo mo amanase ene ahwefo mo asisensu mampon akatreka adwumako na afi ayemfo nyina ba bibiara ya mo hwe adwumadi ena anadwi ye checha mu nyina ya tenkra no se mu nyina atenkra se mu nyina no mo hwe dwumadi no ntino yɛda masese da de nyina da edafia de du na bo 7 pm mo de mo hweti adaka no atu TV XYZ be general manager Aboje da Costa TV XYZ baby owo bia GM echao ene anadwi director so Owura Peter sanso ena Emmanuel Davis mutimi eboy eno achi Ralph Emmanuel Kisi ena afi Emmanuel Neti Evans munyada mo MCA mo boy me ba camera room hasia Kofi the boy Osofo Prince sanso ena William Sefa ena Peter munyada mutimi boy me producers Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch sanso ena hello kwaku Justice Abotela the Iron Boy sanso ena Ohinba Kwadwofosu momwamie na mena Owura Kofi menu Blue Boy aseso timi ebekan ho midin ade na prempere British manyankopon ya adum na adum ye na next week Friday yebehia ne ma obi bia adwo